Hi, welcome back. Today I want to talk about the five vital energy currents in the body. They run through the entire body, and in yoga we refer to them as the Pancha Vayu Model. Our physiological functioning is affected by the five major prana currents within the body. They're prana, apana, vyana, samana, and udana. You could think of it as similar to the workings of a sophisticated engine. So prana would be the energy that brought the fuel into the engine. Samana would be the energy that converts the fuel to actual energy. Vyana would circulate the energy in various work sites within the engine. Apana would release the waste materials or the byproducts of that conversion process. And then udana governs the positive energy that's created in the process and determines the work that the engine is able to do. Some physiological processes within the body would be circulation, digestion, elimination, reproduction, immunity, so on. You're kind of getting the point. But they're governed by one or more of these five values. And so when we learn to work with these values, to respect the information that they give us, we have access to our physiology. So in this video, I want to talk about the Samana Vayu. Samana Vayu is responsible for processing things and moves it into the center in kind of a churning motion. It's concentrated around the navel. It's responsible for digestion in all levels, including the mind, so digesting thoughts and emotions. It's associated with the process of digestion, absorption, assimilation. So if you have an imbalance in Samana Vayu, you might be feeling some metabolic issues, some poor digestion. You might be struggling with bloat or loss of appetite. To get Samana Vayu back on track, you could try focusing on the exhale. So when you exhale, you're letting go. And when you exhale, the abs tend to contract, right? Because the diaphragm's pulling up, and so that tends to pull this center part up. So you could also add a suspension after the out breath. So after the entire out breath is out, that's when you would hold. So progressively pulling in the abdominal contraction. So if you haven't stumbled onto my fundamental movement series, I would go there and look at the fundamental iso abs, because that's similar to what I'm talking about here, is kind of the contraction in the abdominals, that zipping up feeling. And so you could learn a little bit more about there. Uddiyana bandha practices would also work. But I think as we close, I'd like to try the Samana Vayu breath together. So I would ask you to exhale to prepare. And inhale, imagine pulling energy towards the body. And then as you exhale, I want you to contract the abs and imagine the energy becoming more concentrated. And now I want you to hold the out breath out. And then inhale, energy pulling in towards the body. Exhale, contract the abs, imagine the energy becoming more concentrated. Pause, hold the out breath out. And inhale, draw that energy into the body. Exhale, contract that energy becoming more concentrated. Hold it. And then release it. So that would be an example of Samana breath. Kapalabhati would stimulate Angi. Eating quality foods and fasting would also be some helpful ways to get Samana Vayu back on track. All right, thanks for learning about the Pancha Vayu model, And as always, thank you for supporting my life's purpose.